Hi, my name's Danny Brown and I'm the CEO of Myriad Real Estate Group. Today we're going to talk about how Joe Biden ruined mortgages. So this isn't a video stating whether I agree or disagree, and I'm not trying to get political as well. I'm just wanting to give you the facts that it's not quite as crazy or absurd as the media portrays it. In reality, if you're at an average mortgage rate, buying an average price home in the United States, and you've got a 780 FICO score, you're putting 15 to 20% down, what we're talking about is about $40 a month difference on your mortgage payment. Now, whether that's fair or not is besides the point, but that's what we're talking about, is about $40. So recently an article came out where basically it stated that Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac are transferring fees from lower credit qualified buyers to higher credit qualified buyers, basically saying that, higher credit scores are subsidizing mortgages for lower credit scores. It's a little bit more nuanced than that, and why this is just coming out now is actually kind of strange, because this actually went into effect in January, and we have been operating this entire year with this model in place. And really, ultimately, what happened is Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac added some additional layers of credit in their credit tiers. And basically, everyone who is borrowing money, for the most part, has really good credit scores. And Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac right now are in a conservatorship with the federal government, but they were private entities leading up to 2008. Right? And these companies, Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, need to make money. And so everybody who's borrowing has really good credit scores and is paying very little in fees. People who aren't borrowing with bad credit scores, they're not borrowing any money from Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. And so Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac are not making any money off of really lower credit qualified buyers. And so they're shifting the fee structure. I've seen a lot of people, a lot of memes talking about, well, I'm going to tank my credit score so I pay less in fees. You should not do that, because if you've got a bad credit score, you're still paying a lot more in fees than somebody with a good credit score. They just slightly increase the cost to people with better credit scores, but they're still paying less overall. And they're the only ones borrowing money anyway. So Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac are trying to make money, and so they just transferred who's getting charged fees to the people who are actually borrowing. People who have low credit scores typically aren't doing conventional financing anyway. They're using FHA mortgages and paying no fees in general. So this change in the structure, and these changes happen all the time. They're moving stuff around, they're shifting how fees charge. This is why working with a really talented lender is so important, because I know enough to do a little bit of damage. The lender that you choose to work with is going to know the ins and the outs, the different programs, and really be able to structure this so you get the best deal possible. And so why this is all of a sudden gone viral and why Joe Biden is getting blamed for ruining mortgages, I have no idea, because again, this has been in place for almost 6 months. It started in January. They've been assessing these fees and nobody batted an eye. And now all of a sudden, the media gets a hold of this and it goes viral and everybody's up in arms. And I gotta say that just most of the stuff that happens is way more nuanced than what a headline from the media will give it credit for. So basically, long story short, make sure you're working with a really good, talented lender who can explain these things to you and walk you through it. And just know that if you have a good credit score, you're not actually subsidizing a mortgage for somebody who has a low credit score. So that is my explanation on how Joe Biden has ruined mortgages. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Don't forget to give a like and subscribe, and we will see you next time.